All right, everybody. How's it going? It's been a little bit, but we are here in May of 2022. Jesus, I'm getting farther and farther behind. And we are here for the VertXIdol Alliance, Project Vertigo, and Idolfight Project. And we've got a few episodes here coming up towards our 2-year anniversary. We'll have Anniversary Blitz next month, but first we'll have some shows to do. And on the IdolPro side, let's see if I do that there, we will be having Shining Stage Second Live, which actually I need to change. I need to change the level of events here. We're looking at Thursday week 4. Let's see here. Thursday week 4 in May. I think everything's good there. We're going to have our live stage Friday week 2 in May. Activate that. And then we'll actually have a pop-up show a couple days before the big show. Whoops, not Tuesday, Wednesday for May and active. In fact, I think the ticket pricing, we're going to be free. We're going to spend money to make money, maybe. All right, so yep, live stage is set, live stage pop-up, and then of course Shining Stage. Everything is good to go. I think there's going to be a few spots filled in here by some signings I'm looking at getting here, but we'll see how that pans out. I have a main plan for if I can actually use the people when I'm supposed to, and then a backup plan just in case, but we'll see what happens from that. 10,000, making decent money. We're going to be spending a good chunk of it here, because we're going to be looking at we're going to be looking at spending a lot of that, because I'm planning on, when we get to Shining Stage, actually broadcasting it, which for some odd reason is usually like $2,500, plus I'm going to have to hire a couple of announcers, which I've already got that in mind. We'll just have to actually get to that point. I think I can just move on to the next day, because I don't think I'm doing anything. I did my broadcast stuff with Vertigo, so that's all done. I'm basically just doing my tapings on this episode. All right, here, let's see if anything happened. Charlotte Flair beat Io for the Raw Women's title on Raw. Masato Tanaka is retiring. Tsuyoshi Kikuchi dies. AJPW, he was on Noah. Oh, a long time ago. Not someone I don't think I remember. Other than that, doesn't look like much. Eric Stevens, why does he Ring of Honor? Oh, that's a long time ago. 9 years out of the business. I don't even remember him now. Usually I remember like old school Ring of Honor guys that just sort of disappeared, but he's not one of those I really quite remember. That's all right. Malachi Black, you scooped him up. That's interesting. There's some guys that would be fun to book if I get the money for it. I just got to get to the point where I can actually make a decent amount of money, because it's basically like I make some money and then I get like the next level of guy. So like instead of a $20-$30 guy, I treat myself to like a $200 guy, you know? So one day I'll make enough money. I'll be like, hey, you know what this promotion needs? Matt Cardona. I'll be able to look into my short list for my deals here and find a couple women that I can actually book. One day I'll actually be able to book Dash Chisako again. She's like $1,200. Oh my God. Yeah, it's a little bit easier to book next level, American dudes. Like, for some reason, Anthony Bowens and Max Caster aren't employed, and I could get them for like next to nothing. Well, this is based off of like what 2020 level where they really weren't much of anything, so it makes some sense at least. I think we can just get to the next deal here. That's basically just what I want to do. Get through my Vertigo tapings, because that gets me at least through that stuff, and then I deal with all the stuff for Idolfight, which is a lot. So I've got 3 different events and a huge event to do, so that's fine. Nothing there. They still haven't accepted my offers. That's fine. We get to Friday. I should probably see if I have anybody missing on Friday for Vertigo. I don't think anybody is. Doug Williams. I'm surprised Doug Williams hasn't retired already. General Hunters. Walter loaned to WWE. Retirement for Scorpio Sky. Jason Lee left 0-1. Jason Lee might not be the worst type of guy to potentially get. Who knows? He left Dragon Gate. He was hired by 0-1, and then he left. It says booking decision. Is there? Might have just gotten a bad role. Yeah, Dragunov wants to switch to more of a technician striker. Isn't that basically what he does now? Instead of being a regular wrestler? Timer for Apollo. Shota Umino. Oh, where is he at? Okay, he's full on back. It looks like in New Japan. Even here. Let's see here. Yeah, it's fine. Let's see, Jason Lee. I was thinking Jason Lee wasn't like, he was in Dragon Gate, I think, for a little bit, but he wasn't the guy that I was thinking of. Ho Ho Loon, that was the guy for a little bit there when he was in that Cruiserweight Classic. And then I got to meet him at one of the Dragon Gate shows, which was helpful because he was one of the only guys who spoke English, so it helped out. Yeah, his stats aren't bad at all, and he's only 29, so might be half decent. I'll have to consider it. I put him on the short list, I believe, right? Yeah. It's usually like maybe, I don't know. All right. We're going to the little bitty theater. I've seen some of the videos from like right before COVID, and it really is a small place because I never did go to those shows when they were there. They always did book small rooms, but yeah, it's a small little place. 250 is probably even pushing it, to be honest. That's all right. We're only getting 134 people in there, so. All right. Let's see here. So basically, just filling shit in right now. All right, we're doing that. That's 5 minutes, and it looks like it's a Nick Dinsmore talking bit. Give me just a second here. I forgot that I usually put my spreadsheet in a different way so that I could actually read the chat while I'm also doing this. Like I've got enough screen space for it. All right, match tag. throw that in. We got Flip Forever and Tate Twins. Bringing them out. 11 minutes total, so quick little high-flying match. I figured it was probably, let's do Brandon Tate. We want to do open, and we'll go all out because these are two high-flying teams, very high-energy teams. Probably just have them go out and put on the best possible match is probably what we should be doing here. All right, let's see here. That is 2 minutes of Tankman and Lamar talking. So let's see here. Microphone. Putting themselves over. All right. Boom. All right, let's see here. And angle leading up to our match. 3 minutes, and that was JT Dunn. And this was after he got in Eddie Edwards' face last week. And I think we're good there. So entertainment, and I always got to check for Eddie Edwards because Eddie's never been known for his charisma. It's weird that his charisma, I mean, I guess if they're both like Eddie's at least had a slightly better character in recent years. There we go. But yeah, Eddie's never been known for his promo ability. Let's see here. We've got, because of that, exclude that, JT Dunn coming out against Eddie Edwards. My money. 15 minutes on that. Boom. Eddie getting the win. Open match. Yeah, open match. I want to have JT Dunn seem like he's at least a threat. I mean, that's kind of the point after taking out Tim Donst, right? If Eddie just geeks him out. I mean, he's winning, but yeah. Here we go. Throwing an angle. This is JT Dunn looking to get him some more of Eddie Edwards. Tim Donst coming back, so he'll sell getting beaten down. He'll do his fighting. He'll do charisma. I think that's a good way to. A big save like that, it's always, I've never really figured out exactly how I should run that. Like, I feel like popularity, star quality, and charisma could all kind of be a part of that. I don't know. We'll neutral both of these. But a success for Tim Donst for his big return. Go. We got Effie. That's 2 minutes of Effie promo. So microphone. Boom. All right. And then main event. Effie. Ryan Davidson. Boom. Oops. Here we go. 17 minutes total. And we've got Ryan Davidson taking the win here. Very much back and forth, though. But a decisive win. There we go. And then last 3 minutes. We've got Davidson promo. Put that in there. Microphone, minor success. Puts himself over. Boom, boom, and boom. 60 minutes. I always like to look at the clock, like, because I got a lot of shit to book. All right, well, got the hour done, so here we go. Whew. All right, here we go for Vertigo's Attack. episode number 17, the first in our tapings. We start off with the commissioner of Project Vertigo, Nick Dinsmore, coming out, and he's opening the show and announcing that we will be determining the number one contender to the Vertigo World title over the next coming weeks in a Gold Rush tournament. Now, the way the Gold Rush tournament tended to work was you had 4 people. Whoever got pinned or submitted lost, and then it goes down to 3. And then you get pinned or submitted in the 3-way, and then it comes down to the 2. And then, of course, the winner of the 2 ends up being the contender. So that's the way it's at least working in this case with the Gold Rush tournament. And he does announce 3 of the competitors, which look like, based on their win back at Crackdown, just over the last couple of weeks, Heath Miller and Drew Parker will be in it, as well as a man that we haven't seen in a few weeks, but has been very successful in Mike Bailey. So Heath Miller, Drew Parker, and Mike Bailey getting spots in there. The 4th and final spot will be a second chance opportunity from 2 guys who have lost matches recently, but are top stars in Vertigo. Ryan Davidson and Effie will be facing off in tonight's main event for the final spot in the Gold Rush tournament. And of course, they'll be searching for tag title contenders. He hasn't announced any sort of tournament specifically for that, but he says he's keeping a lookout for who the next team to face the End will be. We get to our next segment. Speaking of looking for title contenders, Flip Forever taking on former champions, the Tate Twins. Good wrestling. Damn, that's actually pretty good. Already a 53 here. Just over 9 minutes. These guys went balls to the wall for 9 minutes. Brandon Tate super kicks Andrew Everett for the victory, and the Tate Twins getting the win. Doing pretty well there, too. They pretty much carried that thing. We get Tankman and Lamar backstage, and they're a bit upset and give their thoughts on Nick Dinsmore announcing his search for title contenders. And of course, Tankman and Lamar say, "Hey, we've gotten our wins. We've thrown the challenge down to the champions. There's no need to find contenders because they've been here and they are ready." And so they're not too happy that there seems to be a search right now, as they believe they've already done the work that needs to be done to become the number one contenders to the Vertigo tag titles. And we get Eddie Edwards coming out with JT Dunn. Of course, Dunn, after taking out Tim Donst several weeks ago with his loaded elbow pad, he confronted Eddie Edwards at Crackdown, and once again warns Eddie Edwards that getting involved in his affairs will have him result in getting seriously hurt, just like Tim Donst did. But we did have the match challenged for, so we will have that match right now. Eddie Edwards and JT Dunn. Let's see, just over 13 minutes. Cross-legged Fisherman's Buster. I wonder if the Boston Knee Party's on here. I need to look. Does he still do? He probably still doesn't do that, does he? I don't know. I'd have to look. Hey, what's up, Super Mario? But yes, after 13 minutes, a good match. Eddie Edwards getting the win, of course, over JT Dunn. Eddie Edwards was off his game, and he still did better than Dunn. That's the power of real star power in this promotion. JT Dunn, though, isn't happy with this loss and ends up attacking Eddie Edwards from behind. He goes over the corner. He picks up his loaded elbow pad, throws it on his elbow to get ready to knock him in the back of the head as Eddie Edwards starts to stand up. And at that point, Tim Donst makes the big return after several weeks of being gone and makes the save and tosses JT Dunn out of the ring as he tends to Eddie Edwards, and Dunn not too happy to see Tim Donst, but leaves towards the back. Is create a wrestler in the mod? I mean, you can kind of create whatever wrestler you want, honestly. You can pretty much do whatever you want with the editor. Effie is backstage. He's still sore from, 2 weeks ago with his ladder match. It was a grueling ladder match with Taylor Wyndham. And he says, but he is getting a second chance here at challenging for the Vertigo World Championship. He will fight until his body can no longer go, even if that means having to take on someone like Ryan Davidson. That does lead to our main event. Effie and Ryan Davidson, just under 15 minutes. And Davidson hits the frog splash on him and gets the win. And Ryan Davidson is going to take the final spot in the Gold Rush tournament. He will join Heath Miller, Drew Parker, and Mike Bailey starting next week to determine the number one contender to the Vertigo World Championship. And post-match, he grabs the microphone. He puts the other three men on notice. Says that he ends careers. You haven't seen Marty Martinez since their match back in December, and he says he will do what is needed to secure a match for the World Championship. He's been ready for it, and he will do what it takes to get there. And that is the show. All right, taping number 1 in the books. Creator Wrestler is a former ring name of maybe, I don't know. I haven't even checked. There's a lot of people in here, and then there's some people I'm kind of surprised just aren't. So it really depends. All right. If they were in like a noteworthy wrestling promotion, more than likely they're probably in it. That's the way I've usually seen it. If they've wrestled for like something that isn't, even if it's a smaller promotion, it's sort of known outside of that particular region, there's a good chance that they're probably in it. Okay, let's see here. We've got Tommy Mercer. We've got Odinson. We've got Perro. And Kyler Khan and Caleb Conley doing the very, very silly thing of interrupting them. And let's see here. Obviously, these guys are going to stand here and look menacing. And then Kyler Khan and Caleb Conley are going to be dorks. But I'm going to have it put all these guys over for right now. Mostly because Khan's about to get fucking squashed. Tommy Mercer and Kyler Khan for an impromptu match to open up the show. Since he had the audacity to come in. 4-minute match. Put the champ over big time. And decisive victory. The Vertigo World title is not on the line. Not in this. There we go. And Angle. Let's see here. All right. We have Christian Casanova, who wasn't here last week, but he has been talking about having himself a match and proving himself. And Darius Lockhart and the rest of Lockhart Inc. Jerome Daniels, Timmy Lou Retton coming out. They are none too thrilled with that. I always have to look. I think Jerome can talk, yes. I don't remember if Timmy Lou can talk. The only way to get better is by being a part of it, so yeah, we'll have them do their thing. And it helps put the whole thing over, all of them over as noteworthy human beings. All right, but that does lead to a match. Come on. We've got Christian Casanova. He hasn't been back in a while. Taking on Jerome Daniels. There we go. This is a 9-minute match. We are really doing TV time matches tonight. Casanova getting the big win. He hasn't been here in a while, but we're gonna make it an open match. But still, Yeah, decisive finish. I could do a distraction, but yeah, we'll do a distraction of Christian Casanova on Darius Lockhart by Darius Lockhart. It doesn't do anything though, and it helps Darius Lockhart still be out here as well. Still not enough though. All right. Well, thanks to that ladder match. If you want him, Nick Gage. Well, I know who Nick Gage is, and I don't want him. I don't care. I'll be honest with you. I don't care. Taylor Wyndham, but he is off screen. And we'll do entertainment, I guess. Entertainment, they rate it as like, yeah, not just straight interview in whether to the crowd or with another word. Yeah, I guess that's part of it. What mod is this? What is it? Real World Chronicles? I'm sure it's still going on. But this is back in like what? June 2020, literally weeks before speaking out. So this particular database literally aged like milk almost immediately. It was really, this whole database just aged so poorly. There we go. Actually, yeah. Look at that Discord. I kind of forgot. I haven't done that yet. Might have to do. I'm sure it's still in my Twitch DMs. I'd have to look into that. I've had a bunch of other stuff I've been doing. Let's see here. It's Neo Body guys. So we got Jesse Goddard, we've got Caesar Bononi, and we've got Preston Vance. There we go. And oh no, you don't talk. It's the whole point. His whole gimmick is silent and sexy. Preston Vance. No talking. All right, that leads us to tag match time. The Rascals. Did you ever sign Zicky Dice? I'm not sure. I have to think about it. I'm not sure. There's other guys I'm looking at getting. 12 minutes. Cool. So we're there already. And we'll give it to Zachary Wentz. Let's do Jesse Goddard's taking the loss. Should it be open? Yeah, we'll make it open. Why not? We'll do a tainted win because we're doing distraction finish on Jesse Goddard's by Sabby. I don't know why the Rascals need to not have a clean victory over the Neo Body guys, but it helps move the story. So there we go. At an angle there. We've got Sabby on the mic talking to Jesse Goddard, who's selling the match. Sabby's on the microphone yelling at him. Minor success. That's 2 minutes. Boom. I screwed something up somewhere, it looks like. Let's see. 4, 6, 4. That's supposed to be 4. That's why. I was like, it shouldn't be 41 minutes because main event's 19 minutes. So that's 5. Fuck me. 4-way singles. I should probably put not just 4-corner elimination, but maybe like Fatal 4-way as one of my default matches. That might be a good idea. What if I just did that? I'll just do that. 4-way singles match, prestige low, non-wrestling time. Ring, 1 fall, very low, very low. Default match, basic match. What? Does it say what a basic match is? Basic matches. Appropriate for general use. This setting is used by the auto booker facility. Choosing a match type, he'll try to use the match. Fuck it. There's already a fatal 4-way. I'm just giving it a name. Pinfall submission. Time. Okay, yeah, everything's good. There we go. Shit. Who was it? Heath Miller and Drew Parker and Mike Bailey and Ryan Davidson. Boom. In the Gold Rush tournament. There we go. I think TEW. There have been a lot of people talking about that. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. Ryan Davidson taking the win here. And I believe it's Mike Bailey taking the loss. Because we can really only afford to use them like once a month, maybe. Open match. Decisive victory. Will he put him over? He'll put him over. Good to know. All right. And that's 60 minutes there. All right. Move that over. Down. So I'm ready for episode 3. All right. All right. Here we go for Vertigo Attack. Episode number 18. The second in our set of tapings here tonight. Tommy Mercer, the Vertigo World Champion, coming out with the tag team champions, The End, Odinson and Pero, discussing the tournaments and the possible contenders that they'll be facing here in the future, probably at Anniversary Blitz next month, as we'll have the second annual Anniversary Blitz event. Kyler Khan and Caleb Conley, though, who are still a bit upset about their loss to Heath Miller, and kind of go on ranting to Mercer and Odinson and Pero about being failures as wrestlers, even though they're champions. They're just rambling on a bunch, and Tommy Mercer proceeds to big boot Kyler Khan in the face, and they decide to have an impromptu match as Kyler Khan upset about that and wants to fight Tommy Mercer. Without the title on the line, but doesn't matter because in just over 4 minutes, Tommy Mercer hits the red sky on Kyler Khan, drops him down, gets the 3, and the Vertigo World Champion once again with a dominant match. And let's see, who's the one wrestler that made you shocked is not in this mod? I mean, I don't think there's any. I think the last time I talked about Matthew Palmer not being in this, considering Wrestling Revolver's kind of becoming like a bigger thing now between the shows in Iowa and the shows in Ohio. It's kind of becoming a bigger thing. I mean, they just did a show last weekend with Moxley on it, and he was the world champion, and he's Athena's husband. So it's interesting that, you know, when you look at Athena, even in this mod, it's listed as like married to someone outside the business. It's like, no, he's not outside the business. He's a wrestler. Been a wrestler. So Christian Casanova, it comes out interrupting Lockhart Inc. as they were about to go on. And Casanova talks about how Lockhart Inc. has been going about things the wrong way, calling out the agenda that they seem to have. And Darius Lockhart takes off his sunglasses. He's very insulted by Casanova stepping up to him. But he does say, if it's something, if it's a fight that you want, then it's a fight that you get. Casanova really wasn't looking for a fight, but he doesn't have much of a choice as Jerome Daniels punches him in the mouth. Lockhart and Retton get out of the ring, and it looks like we're going to have another impromptu match as Casanova's first match in a few months, I believe, for Vertigo. Good wrestling, decent reaction. Went just over 7 minutes. Darius Lockhart attempted to distract Casanova to help get the win for Daniels. It wasn't enough, as Daniels was just not good enough for Casanova to not be able to overcome. And Casanova getting the pin and the win on Jerome Daniels, and heads out of town as Lockhart slides in the ring to tend to Daniels. We get Ricky Starks. He's at a nightclub. We don't see where he's at. It seems to be some sort of VIP table at a big booth surrounded by lovely women. He's dressed to the nines and decides to cut himself a promo on Taylor Wyndham. Says that he's going to be fighting Taylor Wyndham next week for the Heritage title, and he's looking to defend it and then move past Taylor Wyndham. He says he's a loon. He's got a lot of unscrupulous ideas. Says a lot of crazy things. And Starks is just looking to defend his title against Wyndham and move on, perhaps looking at the world title. And we go on to the Neo Body guys. They come out here. They got their match. They said they requested this specifically to Nick Dinsmore. They thought that they have done enough to prove that they are a legitimate tag team now that they have ditched the weight that is Sabby. And that this new team of Jesse Goddard and Silent and Sexy Preston Vance, they're looking on taking on their biggest challenge tonight in the Rascals. And we get that match up now. They do last about 10 minutes, but just over 10 minutes is about all they get, as it looks like Jesse Goddard might have been able to get something going, but Sabby comes down, distracts Jesse. Jesse starts shouting on him. They shout at each other. That allows the Rascals to get back into it. Hit the I forget what it's called. I think it's the Super Stoned Press. It's like a shooting star, the standing shooting star press. Gets the win, and the Rascals getting a big victory. Well, I guess not a big victory, but a victory nonetheless against the Neo Body guys, because Neo Body guys really would have been a bigger victory for them if they actually made it in there. But the Rascals were still too much, and they absolutely carried the shit out of this match. Good match. There we go. Opinion on War Games? I like it. I've always liked it. I liked it when it was in WCW. I like it when they brought it back. It's about all I have to say, really. Sabby grabs a mic afterwards as Jesse Goddard is being dragged to the back by Vance and Caesar, and yells that he's not done with Jesse. Jesse starts yelling at him as he goes to the back, and Sabby vows that he will make Jesse Goddard's and the rest of the Neo Body guys' life a living hell, and gets out of the ring, and that is that. We go to our main event. It is a fatal four-way match, sudden death four-way match instead of just an elimination. But the four men, Heath Miller, Drew Parker, Mike Bailey, and Ryan Davidson, going 15 and a half minutes. Ryan Davidson ends up hitting the frog splash on Speedball and gets the victory. And that officially eliminates Mike Bailey from the Gold Rush tournament. And that means that next week on Attack, we will have a triple threat match, or a three-way sudden death match between Heath Miller, Drew Parker, and Ryan Davidson. And of course, the loser of that match will be eliminated, and the final two will be in a number one contenders match. And that is episode 258. Very nice. All right. I wonder, it's gonna come down to the wire. I wonder if I can get this done in an hour. We're at just under 40 minutes right now. This is a Taylor Wyndham promo. He's fighting later in the night, so it's a microphone putting himself over. Boom. All right. And we're actually doing that. We're actually doing that right now. I probably shouldn't have put the Fatal 4-Way in there, because now I don't really want it there. There we go. We'll just do that. It's basically triple threat, but company types to be created by fan. Yeah, that would be interesting. Let's see here. So we've got Heath Miller, Drew Parker, and Ryan Davidson. It sounds wet outside. Is it already snowing? I just heard a car drive by, and I heard the distinct sound of like tire on liquid. Are we already at that point? Let's see. Oh my God. Can I spell, please? Let's see. 16 minutes. I wonder if people, it's only supposed to be like an inch or two, I think, but I wonder if people are going to go completely crazy and just be idiots on the road tomorrow. I have a feeling that's probably going to happen. Should this be a decisive finish? It could be, but you know what? I think Tainted, not so much the cheating, but using a foreign object, because you know there's an assumption that Drew Parker will probably introduce it, being a deathmatch wrestler, a hardcore wrestler, and Davidson using it to his advantage. I still hear it. Give me 1 second. I really do want to see. I know I'm burning up time right here. I just want to see out my window real quick. Is it really snowing already? Well, it doesn't quite look like snow. It's probably actually too warm. Just too warm. It says snow, but it's not. Nothing sticking, so it's probably why it doesn't look like it. So it's probably snow up in the air. By the time it actually gets down here, just insta melts because it's not cold enough. There we go. And okay. Angle. Boom. 2 minutes. Ryan Davidson. No. Heath Miller. Selling the match, and he's going to be menacing towards him. Booking. Angle. Let's see here. That's 3 minutes of Odinson, Pero coming out, Calvin Tankman, Trey Lamar are going to be there as well. Menace. Could we do Menace as well? Calvin Tankman could probably do Menace, right? Yeah, he could do Menace. Trey Lamar can't, so he'll use this as his charisma. He'll be a part of it, but he'll be slightly different with it, because Trey Lamar is not big enough to intimidate these the other three big boys in this ring. TEW mods. I don't know as far as strict guidelines. I really don't. I don't pay that much attention to it, to be honest with you. Tankman and Lamar. Regal Twins. Boom. We got 10 minutes total. We've got, yeah, Tankman getting the victory. Open, yeah, I mean they're facing a team of literal twin brothers, so they're gonna have the chemistry to go up against them. That should work. And yeah, we'll do that. And we get more of Odinson and Perro feeling disrespected by Calvin Tankman and Trey Lamar for their actions right before this. Nick Dinsmore. So once again, gonna do that, but Nick Dinsmore's coming out to make a match, so we'll have that figured out. There we go. Oh, we got a series of promos going on here, a series of angles. 2 minutes. We've got, well, Neo Body guys doing their thing. Jesse Goddard's, Caesar Bononi, and Preston Vance. I have to always think about it. Microphone. Can I just use his sex appeal as part of this? I think that's probably his best feature amongst all of this. I want to see how much better his sex appeal works. How do they rate? How does this do? Entirely about their looks, contribution, 30% their sex appeal, 7%. Yep, adjusted compared. Adjusted by compared to their star quality. Higher star quality can lift the rating slightly. Designed for short appearances. Okay. Yeah. It's just literally his whole point is literally to just stand there and look pretty. That's his whole point. Don't talk. Stand there, look pretty. You have Eugene. Technically, I have Mr. Wrestling Nick Dinsmore. Let's see here. Oh my God. Zachary Wentz, Desmond Xavier, Brandon Tate, Brent Tate. They're going to discuss their stuff. They're going to each do about 60 seconds to put themselves and next week's match over. Main event time. Ricky Starks defending the title against Taylor Wyndham. Come on. Here we go. 17 minutes total. And we've got Starks. I think I'm going to keep Taylor Wyndham strong, though. Oops. Keep Taylor Wyndham strong. We're going to make it an open match, but we're going to make it a decisive victory. So Starks still gets it over, but we're kind of helping keep Taylor. Oh, that's right. Thank you. I'm glad that thing pops up to be like, hey, dumbass. Here we go. To end the show, JT Dunn and Tim Donst have found each other backstage, and they're fighting through the streets of Des Moines. I'd say it's a bigger success. It's a wild ending to this. They're putting a lot of hoopla into the end of the show, and a lot of momentum going into the final show. All right. 60 minutes, 10 segments. We're off to the races. All right, here we go. Vertigo Attack episode 19, the third in this set of tapings. We start off with Taylor Wyndham at his desk once again, shuffling papers. He believes that the things are changing in Vertigo. The Wyndham of change is coming. And he will start with that tonight with a win against the Heritage Champion, Ricky Starks. He's feeling I don't know how you would say this. Let's just say like a black wave, some sort of new wave coming over Project Vertigo, led by one Taylor Wyndham. We get our opening contest, which is the Gold Rush tournament. This time it's a 3-way sudden death match, and it goes just over 14 minutes. And we got great wrestling, decent reaction, but Ryan Davidson getting the win. Drew Parker bringing in some weapons to try to deal with Davidson. Davidson ends up using them, and then also uses the ropes for leverage to get the pin on Drew Parker. And Davidson now has 2 of the wins in this Gold Rush tournament. That will leave him and Heath Miller next week in the finals of the Gold Rush tournament for the #1 contendership to the Vertigo World Championship. And he grabs a hammer after the match from underneath the ring and stands over Heath, puts it right up to his face, and telling Heath Miller that next week he is next, and that Davidson once again reiterates that he will do absolutely anything to become the #1 contender and challenge for the Vertigo World title. If that means destroying Heath Miller next week, then that is what he will do. We get Odinson and Pero coming out. Before they could say anything, Calvin Tankman and Trey Lamar's music hit as they have a match coming up. And they basically just stare down Odinson and Pero. And basically they have a referee come out to kind of separate them and push Odinson and Pero out of the ring, who are none too happy about the fact that they're being pushed out of the ring when they seem to have something that they wanted to do. But nonetheless, Tankman and Lamar are out for their matchup against the Regal Twins. Doesn't go very long, just over 7.5 minutes. Let's see here. Good by all of them, really. But nonetheless, over 7.5 minutes. Calvin Tankman gets Sterling Regal and pins him. And pretty good here. Tankman really putting on a great performance here, as well as Lamar. They're all doing pretty good. But nonetheless, Tankman and Lamar getting the victory. And this leads to Odinson and Pero coming back out. Of course, they felt extremely disrespected by Tankman and Lamar. And before they could get into the ring, Nick Dinsmore comes out and says that he wants order. Get some order going in this ring before they start throwing fists at one another. They can do that next week as he announces the #1 contenders match to determine the #1 contenders to the Vertigo tag titles at Anniversary Blitz. And it will be, let me see here, it will be, of course, Tankman and Lamar, the Tate Twins, and the Rascals in a 3-way sudden death match. And that will be next week to determine the #1 contenders. So we've got a big show lined up for next week already. We've got the Neo Body guys. They're at the gym. They're clanging and banging. They're pumping iron. They're getting their sweat on, and they're drinking gallon-sized bottles of water. And Jesse's still beside himself. He's still upset, and throws his water bottle and tells them he needs a plan to get rid of Sabby. And they need to figure out what they're going to do about this Sabby problem, because he just won't go away. He just won't take a hint that he's not invited by these guys anymore, and just needs to leave. So they're going to have to do something to get rid of him, as Sabby said he's going to make his life a living hell. And of course, we spend the next couple minutes, pair of minute-long promos from the Rascals as well as the Tate Twins, talking about their contenders match coming up next week, hyping it up as we will determine the #1 contenders to the tag team titles. We get our main event for the Vertigo Heritage Championship. Ricky Starks taking on Taylor Wyndham. Superb wrestling and great heat. Just goes just over 15 minutes. Ricky Starks hits the Buster Keaton on Taylor Wyndham and gets the victory, and that is his second official defense of the Vertigo Heritage title. Ricky Starks still the Vertigo Heritage champion, and he will leave with his head held high and back to the clubs. And I completely forgot that there was one more. That was at the tail end there, the final 3 minutes. As JT Dunn and Tim Donst found each other backstage towards the end of the show, and they start brawling in the locker room, through the hallways, out the back door, and they're fighting down the streets of Des Moines. Security and other people are following to try to break them up, as they just keep fighting all the way down the street. All right, that was show number 3. Woo! I'm not gonna hit that hour mark, it looks like, but I'm gonna not be too much over it, so that's good. 2v2v2. Let's see here. There we go. We've got Tankman and Lamar. We've got the Tate twins, and we've got the Rascals. Boom. The Rascals, number 1 tendership, Vertigo tag titles, and 18 minutes. How much space do I have to put that it's a? It's not bad. Let's see here. Tree, no, 3-way. Oh, come on. Here. There we go. That works. That works. Actually, we'll do it like this. 3-way sudden death, and then we can do boom. I like my formatting. I like the way I format things. I want to keep it. All right, we are doing a draw because the losers will be Brandon Tate and Brent Tate. And all right, let's see how I'm gonna work this. Open match, and we have got, where is it? Double pinfall finish. Boom. So technically a draw with a double pinfall finish. Both Tate twins pinned. Oh, I must select a victor too. That's fine. We're going Trey Lamar and Desmond Xavier. How about that? Boom. And grab an angle here. Drop it in. Of course, this is going to lead to Calvin Tangman, Trey Lamar, Zachary Wentz, Desmond Xavier, all arguing with one another. As let's see here, what should it be rated on? Charisma, I guess, should be probably, but puts them both over since they're the victors in this. Add a quick angle. Looks like it's just a minute-long vignette of Ryan Davidson. So let's do entertainment, I guess. Microphone. See, that's the thing. What would a vignette be for that? Would it be his acting, maybe? Would it be? It feels like it would be his charisma, maybe, but not quite. Microphone's just a straight interview. I might do acting. Acting is sort of a vignette type. That's probably the closest you get to a vignette rather than just a straight up interview or something along those lines. 2 minutes. This is Tyray. And he's coming out to do a match. But he's going to complain first. And then we're going to have a match. Tyray going up against one half of the Neon Ninjas, Facade. And that goes 10 minutes. And let's see here. Tyray getting the victory. We'll do open match because Neon Ninjas are still kind of up there. Decisive win, though. That should be good. And there we go. Tyray getting confronted by Eddie Edwards. Since he's not involved with much of anything else, he can get involved with Tyray's business. And they could potentially have a match. All right, not last angle, Jesus. There's still 3 more segments to book. 2 minutes. This is Caesar and Sabby. Selling and fighting. Minor defeat, minor success. Boom. All right. Main event. Coming up, it's Heath Miller. It's Ryan Davidson. Oop. Gold Rush Tournament Final. 18 minutes. And let's see here. Heath Miller, the victor here. We're going to have it be open match. We're going to do keeping Davidson strong. Decisive victory, but it'll be a flash pinfall. So, doesn't really put Heath over. That's more as keeping Ryan Davidson looking pretty strong. There we go. Davidson still looks, I'd say, fairly strong, if not a little stupid, but that's all right. Let's see here. Ryan Davidson doing something with Heath Miller. Tommy Mercer out. Selling. Menace. And he could do Menace too, but let's do Charisma. How about that? He's neutral, and this kind of puts him over. That's how we'll do it. 59 minutes. Where did I go wrong? 18 3-1-2. That's supposed to be 2-1-2. 10-3-2. Oh, God, I forgot a whole ass promo. I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, I didn't have a Heath promo. I swear I put a Heath promo in here somewhere. Yeah, there's a whole 2-minute Heath promo. Jesus Christ. Boom. That goes right there. Boom. All right, 60 minutes. And I think we're done. All right, I think we're good. All right. Vertigo Attack, episode number 20, the 4th and final episode of the tapings. We start off hot with the number 1 contenders match, a 3-way sudden death tag match. Tankman and Lamar, the Tate twins, and the Rascals to determine the number 1 contenders of the Vertigo tag team titles. It goes, why is it listed as an elimination? It still didn't quite do exactly what it should have done, but whatever. Nonetheless, basically it goes 13 and a half minutes. Let's see, Super Wrestling, decent reaction. basically we get Trey Lamar and Desmond Xavier at the same time pinning each of the Tate twins without sort of realizing it. And that has a double pinfall going on, where both Trey Lamar and Desmond Xavier each had a pin for their teams. And we seem to have two winners here between Tankman and Lamar and the Rascals. Great little match there. All of them doing great. Look at that, 63. Nice. And of course, that does lead to some arguing between Tankman and Lamar and the Rascals. They're arguing with each other. The ref raises both of their hands. Even the ref is a little bit flabbergasted by it, but nonetheless, both teams ended up kind of getting the pin here, even if neither knew that the other team had it. So we may have to determine our number one contender another way, or we may have to just leave it as it is. But nonetheless, Tankman and Lamar and the Rascals each have a claim to the number one contendership. We get a Ryan Davidson vignette. He's got his claw hammer. He said Heath Miller's reckoning comes tonight in tonight's main event. He reiterates he will do anything to get his hands on the Vertigo World Championship, and stares at his hammer and says that Heath's time has come tonight. Ty comes out. We haven't seen Ty in a few weeks. He's not too happy about how this whole Gold Rush tournament and everything else has been going on, as he says he hasn't gotten a match set up for Anniversary Blitz. There doesn't seem to be anything on the horizon for him next month, and a star on his level, as a former challenger to the Vertigo World Championship, needs a match at Anniversary Blitz, and demands that Nick Dinsmore come up with something. Meanwhile, he takes on one half of the Neon Ninjas in Facade. 7.5 minutes. Great wrestling. Decent reaction. Ty hits the lumbar check and gets the pin. And Ty victorious here. And as he celebrates, Eddie Edwards comes out and basically says that Ty complains too much. And right now, he doesn't have anything going on. And he thinks that Ty thinks very highly of himself for not having any sort of victory, any sort of major victory. And if Ty really wants to prove himself, then taking on a former world champion, even an Impact world champion and a Ring of Honor world champion in Eddie Edwards, he can prove himself and try to get his first major win at Anniversary Blitz. So the challenge has been thrown down. I think that's technically our first match set up for Anniversary Blitz. I don't know if I need to redo the schedule, so maybe I shouldn't do the pre-booking just yet, because I think I need to move it a day to like Sunday. So I don't know how this game's going to get wonky with it, so I'm just going to leave it be. But nonetheless, we kind of get our first real match booked here. Heath Miller tying his boots, getting himself prepared for his match later on tonight, coming up. And he says a lot of people sort of count him out. Once he left WWE, people sort of count him as washed up as a comedy wrestler, as a jobber. He says he's heard a lot of the talk before, and he says he's still got a lot left. He's still got a lot left in him, and he's ready to prove himself tonight that he isn't dead just yet. His career's not dead just yet. His body's still moving, and looking to challenge for the Vertigo World title. Cesar Bononi, he's by himself this time in the gym. It seems to be a late night session. You'd see him going through the last bit of a set that he was doing. And as he's sort of relaxing in the gym, Sabby comes up behind him and attacks him, starts throwing him into machines, tossing him into the bathroom and throwing him around the bathroom in the locker room, and slamming his head into a locker door. Sabby leaves him laying as Caesar seems to almost be bleeding and just absolutely beaten up from the attack from Sabby. And that is how that's left. Main event, the #1 contendership, the Gold Rush Tournament Final. And we have Heath Miller in just over 15 and a half minutes, surviving Ryan Davidson, trying to pull out all the stops he can to become the #1 contender. But Heath Miller, with his veteran instincts, ends up getting him with a quick roll-up and the 3, and Heath Miller is officially the #1 contender to the Vertigo World Championship, and he will challenge Tommy Mercer at Anniversary Blitz. And so we have another match set up in our main event. The World Championship match has been set. Heath Miller will have his chance at Tommy Mercer in the world title. Of course, Davidson is not happy about this. He lays out Heath Miller in the ring before he can really celebrate. Davidson then goes to the corner, grabs the claw hammer that he's been wielding. Looks like he's about ready to lay out Heath Miller, but Tommy Mercer's music hits. He comes out, rips the hammer out of his hands and threatens him with it, as Davidson, deciding he's going to fight another day, ends up leaving the ring and out through the crowd, seemingly out a back door, as Mercer helps Heath Miller up, but then puts the belt in Heath Miller's face, as him and Miller have a stare down. And that is how we end our tapings and the show. Of course, a bit of a weird end there. People do get tired after 4 hours of tapings. I don't blame them. Hell, I get tired after long shows like that. 111, not too bad. Not too bad. 50-year-old Guru Kun mask. BJW, Osaka Pro, Okinawa Pro. This looks like a guy who wrestled for like lesser tier stuff. Let's see. New team Riv Pro, Attack. Anything else? Momo's back in physical shape. That's good. Jonah Rock evolving. Is he still? He's still in WWE. Yeah, he's still in WWE at this point. So, okay. Complete our worker signings. We've got our stuff set up for that. Momo's ready to go. And we've got our money ready to go. And let's see, 6 days until the next show. Let's see where we're at here. We are $3,800 in debt. $10,800, but we got 17.9 coming. We've only had 27, which means we're looking at about $15,000 more in sponsorship income coming in. So we're going to get away with, I think, a positive cash flow of about $5,000 for Vertigo. That's nice. I think that's the best we've ever done. Like, I think this $1,900 over a year ago, or no, I guess last month was our best, and then before that was May of last year. This is, we were spending some serious money to do these tapings, but now it's coming through. It's starting to turn back around, and we're making some serious money. So I like that. I like the fact that at the very least, if they're going to charge us money to do like free shows on YouTube, they're at least not charging us extra for all the different places that we're broadcasting to, because that'd probably kill us. Woo, my mouth is getting dry. My throat is getting dry. Get that all taken care of. Anything. Ooh, Dead or Alive. They don't do the Dead or Alive cage match, right? In a cage. Okay, so they technically do a cage match, but it's not quite the actual Dead or Alive cage match. Reminds me, I forget the new Dead or Alive. I forget the new Dead or Alive cage matches. They really changed them. I like the old ones, but still. New champion retirement for Taylor Wilde. Big Swole won the Shimmer title. Shimmer's not still around, I think, right? Priscilla Kelly, who's still not with WWE yet. Mark Sterling's retiring. Virgil's leaving the business. He never leaves the business. Ian Rotten, IWA Mid-South, Congo Kong, and JC Rotten. Oh my God. Michael Elgin invents a new move. Silas Young, IWA Mid-South Junior Heavyweight Championship. Tyler, Bill Collier. All right. Not much going on there. Got this figured out. Let's see. Change their body type. Do that. Production values of other people. Moving on. It's getting warm. I'm not going to like grab like a fan or anything because it would just be silly. It's cold out. I'm sure it'll be fine. I think it's just my fat body just radiating heat with this recliner, making me warmer than I really am. Roman Reigns won Money in the Bank. He doesn't have another championship, does he? No. So Roman Reigns at this point does not have any titles, but he is the new Money in the Bank winner. Naomi won the SmackDown Women's title, and Asuka won the Women's Money in the Bank. Christopher Daniels is retiring. Impact doing their thing. Mizunami and Maria. Oh, that's Sendai Girls. Okay. Dominic Mysterio's still a thing. Ice Ribbon's trying to get new people. Probably because they've been losing everybody. All right. Let's just say, who are the champions in WWE right now? I'm interested. Most recent Rumble winner was Roman. WWE champion Drew McIntyre. WWE Universal champion Dolph Ziggler. After beating Finn Balor, who beat Braun Strowman. Wow. Intercontinental champ Sami Zayn. United States champ Angel Garza. SmackDown tag New Day. Raw tag Edge and Randy Orton. Women's Charlotte Flair, Naomi. Women's tag Carmella and Dana Brooke. And a 24/7 title still a thing. All right. We're about to finish. Well, you missed Vertigo. You missed my tapings, but you're here just in time for the Joshi. We got 3 events to book, including one our biggest event of the year for IdolPro. So you're here in time for that. You missed the Bad Company. You missed the Icky Men. Now you get to be here for the ladies. All right. Let's see here. Travis Huckabee. Arena Pink. This guy looks like a GCW guy. Chikara? He looks like a young guy. Why have I never heard of him? Let me look him up. Travis Huckabee, wrestler. I see a Chikara logo behind him. Freelancer. Let me look at some of his recent matches. He wrestled about a week and a half ago. Amanda X Jobber EP release. And what the fuck? What promotion is this? Oh, it's just like a freelance promotion. Between a bunch of people I've never heard of. Okay, how about an actual promotion? BHS, Grind, PPW, Worldwide Dojo. Is that Black? No, that's not Black. Blitzkrieg Pro and Limitless. Kinda, sorta heard of them. ETWA, Limitless, Worldwide Dojo, Pizza Party Pro. Oh God. Why would you be wrestlers and have a Pizza Party Pro? That's just asking for people to like. Central PA Slam Fest. Oh my God, are you on anything? IWTV Southeast. I don't wanna insult the guy. New York Wrestling Connection. That's where Alex Reynolds is from. Dropkick Depression Wrestlage. What the fuck? Promotion. Dropkick Depression. That's a promotion? There's a promotion named Dropkick Depression? Wrestling Open Soft Wrestling. Soft opening? Oh, it's a Beyond Wrestling event. Okay, look, Beyond. Finally. But it's some weird, like, not quite Beyond. It's like some Beyond adjacent. All right, Pizzagate. Yeah, I was just gonna say there's interesting it's interesting stuff. Oh, Camille wants more money. $60. Yeah, that's fine. We got 3 days. All right, we're good. Decently pushed Chikara guy. Okay. That was a lot of like local nonsensical sounding promotions. I'm sort of amazed. Haruka Kato, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see here. Main event going on. Dark. DDT, that's fine. Whatever. Dragon Lee's hurt. Mark Briscoe's looking to work other places. Hashimoto. Momoko Hoshi's out injured. Is she Ice Ribbon? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Trained by Emi Sakura, so she's been around for a while. Because that's back when Emi Sakura was still with Ice Ribbon. Barry's Modern Andy and Travis Huckabee. Okay, you just dissed some suicide charity promotion. Listen, if you're naming yourself Dropkick Depression, I don't know what you're asking for here. Stardom, Azumi and Utami teaming up. That's kind of been a thing. But I don't know. What's the stables look like? Oh yeah, that's right. There's Oedo Tai and then the unstable. Azumi, Ryo Mizunami, Utami, and Hanan as the lackey. Yep, that sounds about right. So Azumi is the leader of a promotion with Utami as a backup. Huh. Okay. Brody King, blown eardrum. No, that's fine. Herkatsu looks abroad. Dragon Gate keeps saying they're gonna get new people. They never do. There we go. Nothing going on there. It's really just get money for Vertigo. Everything is IdolPro at this point. There's a new sort option, but you can't custom sort. That's weird. It'd be nice if you could like group people by certain things. Just be like, all right, these guys stream this, these guys stream this. Would put you at the top. Oh, okay. Dynamite and NXT. I would love to move NXT to like Tuesday, but I don't want to like pull out of this whole thing and then push it back in. I was just talking about how poorly this database aged like immediately. I almost should have just started over. Just like, just at the beginning of like 2001, be like, you know what? Let's just start over with a new thing. Damaged Eye, that's fine. I think Scott Norton's been retired. Allison Kay, the new NWA World's Women Champion. Look at that, NWA making a half decent title change decision. Oh boy, I've never seen people more upset than this past weekend. I'm sure it'll be all worth it when Tyrus goes on Gutfeld with the NWA world title. Another drug death. Oh no, fucking Rick Steiner died of drug. I don't remember Rick Steiner doing drugs. What? Is that? Oh, I can't even see his skills. I don't remember him. Was that just a thing? Well-known uses of drugs? I mean, maybe some steroids, but he didn't use it as much as like his brother. Yeah, personally, if you're going to take the belt off Trevor Murdoch, which you probably should have by this point, I would have put it back on Cardona. Because, like, if you want to show, like, a new NWA, like, Cardona would be good. Cardona got some eyeballs on your fucking show when he first won the belt. Kaz Hayashi's leaving, which probably isn't. Let's see here. Kuga, Champions OTT, Melanie Cruz. Tessa Blanchard joins NCW. AEW's getting people. Steve Manders is evolving. Have I shortlisted Manders? Oh, I should probably not. I don't know. Which company am I in right now? Yeah, my Joshi promotion isn't going to hire fucking Manders. My Hero Kiryu signs with Ice Ribbon for some unknown reason. Vertigo. I'll shortlist him with Vertigo. Oh, he's already on it. Okay. Perfect. People were going, oh god, what the fuck is the NWA? Rob Conway was holding the belt. Yeah, it's because no one even knew the NWA still existed at that point. Fighting Tenzan and Kojima. Fucking Jax Dane. Oh. Poor Kevin Condren. I think just recently he like suicide baited. I don't mean to laugh because it sounds like he's okay, but he's not okay. Sounds like I think he deleted all his social media stuff too. I have an incident, son of a bitch. Yeah, he even deleted like his Jervis accounts too. Himika entertained the locker room as a stalwart. Okay. He had a feud with Wrestling with Regret. I don't think it was a feud as much as I mean, it might have been an on-screen thing, but off-screen it was just like, you know, they just fired him and then he wasn't wrestling for anybody. Yeah, the Kendrick stuff I think was, you know, people were like, well, you know, because I think it was one of those things where it was like, they seemed pretty quick to get rid of him. Maybe there was other stuff besides just that, but I don't know. Maybe he was a pain in the ass. That's very possible. Sayuri Namba and Hikari. She's going to do her thing. In fact, she's going to do entertainment. There we go. They're both going to do entertainment. All right. Match. 3-way dance. Let's see here. Are these the defaults? I feel like I didn't have all these matches here listed as defaults originally. I'm on the right save, aren't I? Yeah, I'm on the right save. I don't know if that carried over from my other save when I was doing my test save. That's all right. We'll keep it. Most popular, consistent TEW YouTuber, which is probably kind of sad considering how often I actually stream TEW. Mocha Miyamoto, Hanan, Arisu Endo. I do say anyone who is like semi-prominent doesn't really do any of it anymore, and the ones who do don't really do much else than TEW. That's not like disparaging, but you know, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, oh yeah, it's only because of my TEW. It's like, no, it's because I got like 3 other things that brought people in as well that just happened to hit on something. I like to think it was just, oh yeah, of course. It was all my amazing booking and everything else that I've done. Decisive finish. Yep. Hanan getting the win. Boom. All right. We got that. All right. Let's see. Never gotten into Joshi wrestling. I mean, it's a very acquired taste, especially depending on like who you go into. Cause like you can, like I said, it's very understandable. It's a super acquired taste because you could do the goofy shit. You could do the goofy shit like TJPW, like Tokyo Joshi Pro, and to a lesser extent like Ice Ribbon and Gato Move, and then you could do some of the more serious stuff like Stardom's definitely a little bit more serious now. They didn't used to be, but yeah, they're definitely more serious now. Sendai Girls is serious. Seedling is serious. But yeah, it's also hard to watch too. Like you can watch Tokyo Joshi Pro pretty easily because of Wrestle Universe. Yeah, Oz Academy is serious as well. Let me see here. Hang on. May Saruga. Why is that listed there? Is that supposed to be there? I guess it was. I guess I just wanted to give her a couple minutes of coming out and greeting the crowd. That sounds about right. Yeah. There's a little bit of everything, but it's hard. It's hard to get into that shit. Like Sendai Girls, I would like to do probably more of because it very much is like a workhorse promotion, but it's super difficult to find a way to get into because they don't do a ton of shows and then they're hard to find. Ice Ribbon got a little bit easier to find, but it's still kind of meh. If you're Goomer Weeaboo Attack, wow. Wow. Saya and Mio Momono taking on Chie and Yukari. Boom. Tried watching TJP, it just felt like watching paint drying. Also, can't blame you on that one. Like I said, there's a lot of things there that's just a super acquired taste. I don't know. Maybe it's because Tokyo Joshi. I think you know why is because I think when I originally watched Tokyo Joshi Pro, I'm like, oh man, they're fun little characters, but their wrestling all kind of stinks except for like 5 of them. And then I got to a point where I just enjoyed it, like as turning up. It's like when people watch like Bruce Willis movies, like action movies, or just a lot of action movies in general. Tokyo Joshi Pro is like the cutesy weeb version of like the Fast and the Furious series, where like there's gonna be a couple moments like your main event matches and maybe a couple other things, but for the most part you're gonna be for every Miyu Yamashita and Shoko Nakajima match, you're gonna have Pam Harajuku kicking people in the shins and Raku doing fucking train shit and Haruna Neko clawing people with her paws. You're going to have an hour and a half of that and then like half an hour of like maybe some like serious stuff. Decisive finish. It also doesn't help that they push like the same 5 people. Like every time you go, oh my God, they're going to baby crown a new champion. Maybe they're going to do something different. No. Tokyo Joshi Pro is very, very easy to like get into like how they're going to book. It's just sort of have action. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But yeah, it's also it also gets boring to kind of watch being booked because you know who's going to be in the main event. You know it's going to be Yuka, it's going to be Shoko, it's going to be Miyu, and they'll throw like one or two other people in there, but they're never actually going to win the belts. It's just going to travel between Yuka, Shoko, and Miyu till the end of time. Monster heel to just rip through that roster. That's probably what made Max the Impaler being there so much fun. It was the fact that she was there to just beat the shit out of like Palm Harajuku. Max did make it fun. I will say that. It was fun watching the matches where she was on it, because it was definitely different and fun. How they book is they give a long timer. Long timer wins the belt. Yeah. You have to wrestle there for like 7 years before they decide to put the belt on you. And even then, it'll probably just be a short reign until it goes back to Miyu, Yuka, or Shoko. Let's see here. Let's see. That's cute. Okay. I need to make sure I'm looking at the right thing here. So we've got Saya, we've got Miyamoto, and Kyoko comes out, and Shoko, but she's off screen because we're not using up the one appearance we have. Oh no, I didn't sign her up for the one appearance. Oh well, I could always get rid of her afterwards. Let's see. Saya, Entertainment, Mio, Entertainment, Kyoko, Entertainment, and we'll use her overness. Or maybe her star quality. Oops. There we go. And builds them all up. Boom. All right. Another bit here. See, now that I'm actually getting into talking about this, I'm really starting to fall behind immediately. I'm looking at it going, oh my God, I'm an hour and a half in. I'm like 6 segments into a 16 segment show. I need to maybe start getting a move on. The only people I say messed up by leaving is Natsupoi. Yeah, she's not really in a better position than she was when she left. In fact, she was at least a main eventer when she was in Tokyo Joshi Pro. Probably wasn't going to win the belt, but was at least a main eventer. She's still probably got more money and more followers and all that jazz, though, just by being in Stardom, because it's Stardom. So I guess I don't completely blame her, but yeah, she is in a worse position on the card than she was. Like, Mina's in a much better position. Unagi was in a much better position. Mirai, I really wish they started. I felt like they were starting to pull the trigger on Mirai, and then she left, and it's like, I hate it, but also I don't blame her. Okay. Let's see. Kyoko. All right. And we've got Mika and Ram. Now, they're off screen because I'm not paying their fucking fees to be here, because the whole point is they're not here. So, Entertainment. And I guess I'll use their star quality as we're setting up a match. It at least puts them over while they're not here. There we go. Wait another 5 years until she wins the POP belt. Oh, Maki Ito. I wouldn't be surprised if she wins it on January 4th. I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up... did she win the... Oh, no. That was the international. She won the international belt, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she won it. I think she won it on the January 4th show, didn't she? I forget now. I think she won the lesser tier title, because they'll always give them the lesser tier. They'll always give them the international title because they don't give a fuck about that belt. Yeah, anyone who they think is kind of worth a damn, they'll just throw that belt on them. Maybe the tag belts, but even then, once again, we're going to go some sort of team with Rika, some sort of team with Yuka. Yuka and Mizuki are going to have to hold the belts at least like once a year. No. That's one of the things that Maki has gotten better at wrestling recently in the last like year. But yeah, there was a period of time where it just was not fun, where literally Maki Ito was like the Sandman of Joshi wrestling, where she was an entrance, and then as soon as the bell rang, it was like, oh God, now we have to sit through this. She's gotten better. But yeah, there was a good point in time where Maki Ito was literally an entrance and a promo, and then when the bell rang, you go, oh, that's why she's not as big as she is. That's why she's not in the main event. Okay, where am I at now? Okay. So we've got Maria. Oh, God damn it. Maria Takeda, Kohaku. We've got Mirai. We've got Miyu. And entertainment all the way around for that. Minor success. Building them all up. Getting ready for their tag title match. At least the Sandman gets swing a stick. That's a good point. She was the one to really break out in the US. I feel so bad because like Miyu kind of broke out a little bit when she was there in AEW. Yuka kind of did too. I'm so fucking sad that Shoko never fucking caught on, because Shoko's like one of the best wrestlers they have, and she just didn't catch on for whatever reason. And it makes me so sad because she really is kind of the one who most deserves it. All right, let's see here. JK Fallen Stars and Sleep Train Angels. Boom. Too small, maybe. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's the fact that she's like 4'10". I don't know. I don't think that matters as much, I would hope. I don't know. Who knows? 14 minutes. Dun-dun. Yeah, Riho is like 90 fucking pounds. She's about as big, and she's like 90 fucking pounds. Shoko is at least fucking built, dude. That's at least the one thing that she's got, is even if she's maybe a little bit shorter than Riho, she's got fucking muscle on her. Shoko's actually kind of fucking toned and works on her muscles. Let me see here. Who's getting this? Ruaka? Ruaka is getting it. It was either going to be Hina or Ruaka because they're getting the win here. It's an open match. It's a decisive win, but it's going to be a roll-up. It's going to be a flash pinfall. They're going to get a win. It's going to be a surprise win, but still nonetheless. There we go. Yeah, that's probably one of those things that Maxi Impaler should just be in Tokyo Joshi Pro permanently. She's probably getting way over there in Japan, like Awesome Kong did when she was over there. They could use her every show and she could just be over as fuck. You wouldn't say Miyu broke out. That's a good point too. She was there for like a match and then everyone sort of just forgot about her. But then if fucking Brooklyn the Hole hits, everyone goes crazy for Maki Ito. Rose is sandbagging her. That's a good point. Vignette plays. That's Reika and Himeka. That's using their... we'll use their charisma for the vignette. I forget the acting, I think, is what I was using for vignette, but that's all right. Let me see here. Boom. All right. Mia Coco. We've got her stuff with Lady C. Miyako Matsumoto. Lady C. Okay, yeah. That's 2 minutes. I hope I got this correct too. I guess it doesn't. This is a little bit looser than the TV. Ooh. Let me see here. We got entertainment and entertainment. Lady C, I don't think has all the charisma that Miyako has. No. I wonder if we should put a script on her. That might be. How does Miyako Matsumoto do? She's all right. Miyako Matsumoto's 100% babyface. I mean, kind of, sort of, but her whole gimmick is being fucking annoying. Tweener at best. Danhausen, Orange, and Sammy. Okay, so that really gives you like a good idea of like what you would be into. So that's probably why you haven't gotten into Joshi, is because the Joshi that I would assume, if you don't like Danhausen, Orange, and Sammy, that means you'd probably want something more serious. And unfortunately, Sendai Girls and Oz Academy and Seedling are fucking impossible to find. The easiest things to find are like Stardom and Tokyo Joshi Pro. Let's see here. Add a match. We've got Lady C. And we've got Yuki Aino, one half of the Bakuretsu sisters here. This is going 12 minutes. Joshi Deathmatch promotion, and that would interest me. I don't think there's a Joshi Deathmatch promotion, but there's definitely Joshi Deathmatch wrestlers. Risa Sera, Rina Yamashita, a couple others. Yeah, Prominence is probably the closest to it, and they're not really a promotion as much as they are a group who gets booked in other promotions. But yeah, that has Rina Yamashita. I think it has no. Is Rina Yamashita in Presence or Prominence? It's Risa Sera's in Prominence, and I think Rina Yamashita is in something else. She's in Nomads, isn't she? I think that's what it is. Prominence has Risa Sera, and Nomads has Rina Yamashita. So that would probably be the two groups that are the closest to deathmatch-esque, because Prominence also has Suzu Suzuki, right? Yeah, so yeah, she is like absolute deathmatch wrestler. In fact, I think she's having something coming up here pretty soon. I forget where. I think it's in Freedoms. I want to say it's in Freedoms. Sorry, I'm getting off track. Open match. We're doing a tainted win. We're doing an outside interference on Yuki by, it's technically not a manager. She is, but she's not the official manager. So Yuki Aino and Miyako Matsumoto cheating to help, as she's at ringside as well for this. Boom. There we go. All right. 12 segments. Let's see. Angle. Segment name. Boom. Now, when I think about it, I'm kind of sad I didn't go to a BJW event. I think we actually had tickets to a BJW event, but we had other things that I forget what we were doing. We were either at like another show or we were doing something else where it was just one of those things where it was like, we're way too fucking exhausted to go to a BJW show, to go to another show right this second. And I think it was the one Walter was at. It was when Walter was in NXT UK and he was coming over and we were going to go, and then we didn't. You want to inhale class tube dust? I wasn't too worried about that because I think it was in Sumo Hall and we were in the cheap seats like we were for the Noah and DDT show. Nodoka's going to get in Miyako's face. And she's gonna fight her. So minor defeat and minor success. Boom. Boom. All right, we've got 3 segments left. God damn it! And then we're on to the next show. Momo vignette. Let's use her acting. You know what? It's her star quality. We're going to use her star quality for it. Why not? Main event. Add a match. We got Michiko Miyagi, Honori Hana. Save it there. 19. I'm going to try to not completely draw this out. Open match. Yeah, decisive win for Miyagi. Done and done. AC angle. Ending angle. We're looking at, what is it, 3 minutes. So, Michiko Miyagi and Abaddon and Araneko and Honori Hana, Risa Sera, Rina Yamashita. All right. So let's do entertainment on these. Let's do entertainment here. Neutral here. She's getting saved, so minor success, and minor success for them making the save. There we go. All right. I think we're good. 120 minutes. That's what I have listed. 16 segments is what I have listed, so I think we've done everything. We did the right show, right? Yep. Shinkiba first ring. I was like, God forbid we actually didn't do that. I do all of this. Tell me why the earlier versions of TEW had real world clocks? Real world clocks? You mean like actual dates to them rather than the 28-day month format that we have? I don't know. That must have been something in the coding that they did. Tweener option booking teams and touring contracts, but they're not in TW22. I thought touring contracts kind of in here. They just changed kind of how touring does, where they're like short-term X amount of date contracts. They kind of changed it, but I mean, you would have to sign them specifically for like how long the tour is. But yeah, you can't really sign them for a specific tour. I don't really care all that much about the tweener option booking teams and all that, just because, as you could see, I don't do in-game storylines and I don't do in-game, face heal. I just do all that. I do all that. I have much more fun when I'm not having to play the game exactly within the box that they give me, because the box is silly. Tweener is important, but I don't know. I just haven't needed to pay attention because the weirdness of how the game works sometimes with things is stuff I don't have to really worry about, and I try not to. So, okay, here we go. All right, here we go. IdolPro live stage number 27. Second to last show, our last big show before we get to Shining Stage. Second live at the end of the month here in less than 2 weeks. Sayori Nemba runs down the card for the night. Hikari Noa coming out with a chair, and she says she's taking this chair and she has no match at Shining Stage. There's nothing for her. Everything seems to be taken up, and she's pissed off. She's furious, and she's decided that if she doesn't have a match, if she doesn't have any involvement in Shining Stage, then she's going to involve herself and protest the show on the night of. So Hikari Noa laying down the threat here that she will be protesting the show and looking to shut it down on the night of the show if she does not have anything. We open up with a three-way dance here. Mocha Miyamoto, Hanan, and Arisu Endo. Goes just over 14 minutes. Mocha goes first, then Arisu Endo. Hanan getting the win here after she carries those two into a half-decent match. And decent enough. Hanan at a 42 is amazing, because I don't think she's been that good. She's been amazing. So this is the best I think I've seen her. May Saruga greeting the crowd. She doesn't have anything else. She doesn't have a match or anything coming up, but she thanks everyone for the support and states that there will be a pop-up show, a free pop-up show at Itabashi Green Hall in about 12 days or so, in about, I think it's 11 days. And she'll be competing there to make sure she's warmed up for her match and to support her there, as well as at Shining Stage as she looks to defeat Momo Watanabe and win the Royal Spirit Championship back. Thoughts on Little Muto? I feel like I'm not sure who Little Muto is. Might just have to give me the real name because I don't think I'm following as much. It's probably someone who is like, okay, yeah, now I understand. We get Saya Kamitani and Mio Momono. Kaito Kiyomiya. That's who I figured you were probably talking about. He's been good, I think. Didn't he just, I think he just posted a picture with like Stan Hansen. Because like Stan Hansen was backstage at like a Noah show, I think. And it turns out that he's been like a fan of his for that, like since he was a kid. But yeah, Kiyomiya, I mean, it's better than putting it on like a 58 or 59-year-old Keiji Muto. You know, at least it's a half decent champion. I think he's the champion, yeah, because didn't he just face Timothy Thatcher? But yeah, Saya Kamitani and Mio Momono, just over 10.5 minutes, beating Chie Koshikawa and Yukari Hosokawa. Hits the running shooting star press, which I don't think she does anymore. I don't think. Well, then again, I don't pay for I don't watch the expensive ass Stardom pay-per-views, so I don't know. I know she does botched Phoenix splashes. That's as much as I know. But nonetheless, Tyler, no. What? I'm not saying I'm pirating it. I'm saying I don't even watch them. Don't give her the Phoenix. She's gonna knock out someone's teeth. I'm gonna give her the Phoenix splash, and she's gonna knock some teeth loose. But nonetheless, Saya Kamitani and Mio Momono getting the win here. Mio Momono carrying everybody. Saya did pretty okay, but nonetheless, getting the win in this tag match. Yeah, Muto's retiring pretty much at the start of next year. So he doesn't have much left. He's getting towards the end of it. That's why he's got a big match against Nakamura on New Year's Day, and then I think Sting as well. So yeah, he's on his way out the door. But yeah, Saya and Mio take microphones to discuss the luck that they've had and not being able to challenge for the Royal Spirit title. Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura. And so they're discussing that, and Kyoko Komura comes out and says that she has a special match for them. She's seen the fighting spirit and seen how hard they've worked to get to where they're at, and there's no way she can go a Shining Stage without Saya and Mio being involved. So she sets up a 3-way dance at Shining Stage here in a couple weeks. Is going to be Saya Kamitani, Mio Momono, and a special guest, Shoko Nakajima, who we were just talking about earlier. Shoko Nakajima from Tokyo Joshi Pro will be involved in that 3-way. So big 3-way announced there. I think I could do the pre-booking on that because that's pretty much set no, that's live stage. There we go. I was going to say that should be pretty much set in stone. So pre-book match, 3-way dance. So we have got Saya Kamitani, we have got Mio Momono, and we have got Shoko Nakajima set up for a 3-way dance. Boom. All right. So we have got more stuff set up for that. And before she leaves, Kyogo Kimura addresses Mika Iwata and Ram Kaicho, who, of course, had a 30-minute draw on the last live stage and continued to beat each other up. And she says these two have had some serious differences between each other. And obviously, she needs to reconcile that. She gave them both the night off because she didn't want them fighting here tonight. And she decided that both of them are going to wait until Shining Stage. They will both be here, and we will get a match. The final match, she says that we're going to be done with this. And at Shining Stage Second Live, we will have the match. Oh, that's not it. Between Mika Iwata and Ram Kaicho. Here we go. Mika Iwata versus Ram Kaicho at Shining Stage. And to make sure there must be a winner. Whoops. It is one fall to a finish. There's no time limit. There's no disqualification. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. There will be a winner, and this will be done. And we get Momoko Hanazono taking on Nao Kakuta. Decent little match between the both of them there. Goes just over 15 minutes. Nao Kakuta carrying Momoko into a 43, but Momoko gets the win by submission over Nao. Getting a little bit more momentum for Momoko here. We get strong kickers coming out the ring before they could really do much. Mari Koto coming out. And Maria and Kohaku, as I found out she's no longer Mikoto Shindo. I think she showed up in like Wave or Diana, because she's one of the ones who left Marvelous. And I think she just recently showed up as under her new name Kohaku. And I need the new portrait, because she's got different hair and stuff like that. But nonetheless, Mari Koto coming out to confront the strong kickers over the insults and the attacks and everything else. Wave, okay. I knew she surfaced somewhere. It was a minor one. I was like, it's either like Wave, Diana, or Reina, or somewhere where it only draws like 70 people, but she showed up. I know it's a bit of an insult, but I really do. I think Wave and Diana and ones like that, I think they don't draw that much. But yeah, they vowed justice for the attacks and the insults. And they say they're not going to attack them here. They're going to wait until Shining Stage. Did I already set that up, right? I had to have. Yeah, that's already there. They're going to get their vengeance by becoming the first ever Twin Spirit champions and beating Mirai and Kamiyu in the ring. We get JK Fallen Stars versus the Sleep Train Angels. Goes just over 12 minutes. Good heat, decent wrestling. Ruaka pins Himawari Unagi with a surprise cradle. A surprise win there for JK Fallen Stars. I think it might be their first official win, as Unagi gets rolled up there. I probably should have put Raku as the pin eater, but that's all right. Nonetheless, JK Fallen Stars getting a win here. And actually, yeah, Ruaka and Hina both off their game. Oh yeah, I forgot. Raku and Unagi don't really work as a team. That's all right. It still worked out. We get quick little vignettes for both Reika Saiki and Himika Arita as they are training, both weight training and cardio training and everything else to get themselves prepared in mind, body, and soul for the match between the both of them at Shining Stage. It's going to be a big match between Reika and Himika, both very powerful, both very power heavy wrestlers. So it's going to be interesting to see who can overcome the other in that match. And hopefully it won't end up with a broken jaw like the last time. At least yeah. And we get Miyako Matsumoto coming out with Lady C. Miyako recently had a hardcore match. I think at the last live stage, she went through a table and took a beating with some weapons. And she's still a little sore from that. So she said she was set to face Yuki Aino, one half of the Bakuretsu sisters, and she said Lady C, as part of her training, she should be getting in-ring training, and demands that Lady C take her place. And throws Lady C into the ring, and it looks like that's going to be the match, as we get Lady C versus Yuki Aino. Goes just over 10 minutes, and Miyako Matsumoto, who is at ringside, ends up hitting Yuki with some sort of weapon and allows Lady C to get perhaps a Boston Crab or something locked in and force Yuki Aino to tap. And Lady C getting an improbable victory. She's had a lot of losses. I think it's one of her first wins, I think, too. She might have had a win at some point early on, but yeah, I think that's one of her first wins as well. So Nodoka gets up in Miyako Matsumoto's face as she's celebrating with Lady C for interfering. Miyako Matsumoto plays dumb, just saying, what? I don't know what you're talking about. And as Nodoka looks to tend to her sister, Miyako throws her out of the ring onto the floor and then throws her into the post and leaves her laying, as Nodoka hitting the post quite hard, as Miyako takes Lady C, who's very concerned about this, but is dragged away by Miyako. We get a quick little vignette of Momo Watanabe on some sort of royal type throne with the Royal Spirit Championship. And once again, reiterating, she's taken her rightful place on top. She's fulfilled her destiny, and that will not change in 2 weeks at Shining Stage, as she made her debut for the promotion a year ago, and she's looking to cement her place in history with a win at the second Shining Stage. Most Japanese wrestling have lost a lot of steam. Yeah, a lot. I would definitely say so. The lack of crowd reaction most of the time, I think, is a big part of it. The fact that there's still so many different places where you got to wear masks, you can't cheer. It really doesn't help. It really doesn't help with crowd reaction and stuff. You can't really feed off a crowd reaction when all they can do is just clap and can't throw streamers or do any of that stuff. And it's just sort of killed a lot of momentum. We got Michiko Miyagi and Hinori Hana in tonight's main event. Goes over 16.5 minutes. An exceptional match. Both of them doing quite well, as Michiko Miyagi seems to get a measure of revenge on Hinori Hana with a swanton bomb and the win. Miyagi taking the win in this main event. And they are not finished. Miyagi wants to teach her a lesson. She has Abaddon and Harnoneko come out with weapons. As they wait for Hinori Hana, they surround her in the ring. And Death Riot's music hits. Risa Sera and Rina Yamashita come out with kendo sticks and a couple light tubes as well. Chase them out of the ring. Miyagi looks beside herself. They look a bit frightened by the level of weapons that have entered this ring with Risa Sera and Rina Yamashita. And they say if they want to start attacking people and they want to try to prove a point, and they think that they can't, if they really want to try to be weapons wrestlers, and they'll be able to prove themselves at Shining Stage and throw down the challenge here. And we will have that set for Shining Stage Second Live. We will have a 6-woman tag match. I think I can probably do, let's see, we'll do hardcore. Technically, yeah, that'll be the way we do it. So we will have, Revelation and Michiko Miyagi. So all 3 members of Revelation taking on Hinori Hana and Death Riot. Here we go. Revelation versus Hinori Hana. I'll just put an ampersand to do that. And it will be a hardcore match. And we are setting it up. We got 6 matches guaranteed right here. So doing pretty well. And oh, that is it. That is the end of the show. 54. That's pretty nice. Let's see here. Who did well? Let me see this 55 and 58. Momo did good with just carrying a vignette. So Momo's great. Michiko Miyagi and Honori Hana did great too. So I'm going to give them both props for their win or for their match. So praised. I'll tell her she's awesome because her performance was whatever. Scene pleased. All right. All right, Rossi Ogawa to retire. Oh boy. Oh no. Uh-oh. I feel a disturbance in the force. Oh no, who's going to be taking over Stardom? That's not good. Uh-oh. Dragon Gate's at their sights. Manoa, Bobby Gunn's okay. Noam Dar's hurt. Whatever happened to Noam Dar? That's not good. That's not good. It's not good because a lot of the Stardom talent that I have, a lot of the ex-Stardom talent, their issues are with Rossi Ogawa. Let me see here. Like, if we go into her personal info, yeah. Rossi Ogawa's the strong dislike. Sayakami Tani, I believe Rossi Ogawa's the other thing. Yeah. If Rossi Ogawa, this is going to be like Vince leaving and Triple H hiring his boys back. I'm gonna get fucked. Oh no. Yeah, this is gonna be like when Vince. This is gonna be the Vince retiring and Triple H taking over. Rossi's gonna retire, and I don't know who's gonna take over, but they're probably gonna steal people from me. I guarantee it. Fuck. Oh, we're over the 2-hour mark. I still have a big show to do. Fuck. I gotta go. This shows you better be putting out bangers. Please be someone funny. That was what, 3 months? So 3 months are on the clock now. We got 3 months on the clock. Could you imagine Kyoko Kimura taking it over? After all things that have happened in real life. Kyoko Kimura taking it over. Mystery Vortex. Nothing. Risa Sarah's missing an Oz show, but it looks like it wasn't her leaving. Eve Wrestle Queendom. Taryn Terrell to retire. I think she's already. Jamie Hayter maternity leave. Oh no. The cries of a million simps crying out as Jamie Hayter has a career pausing pregnancy. Is it someone in this industry? Oh, who's going to be the hatred here? Carl Fredericks. Oh, no. They're going to be like, that son of a bitch. Yeah, disturbance of the force. A million simps cried out. Fucking Martina. Martina's still wrestling? I don't know. She like left Stardom and then I didn't see much out of Martina. Mari Sakamoto's retiring. She's like 37. I guess it's not surprising. There we go. Didn't Carl Fredericks just leave New Japan? Did he? Was Carl Fredericks the one who kind of had his little breakout thing at Forbidden Door, or was that somebody else? I don't know if it was him or if it was one of the other guys in his like little class. Clark Connors, that was the one. He was the one who had the breakout. Yeah, Clark Connors is what I was thinking of. Carl Fredericks, I think, was someone. I think Carl Fredericks was like one of the guys who left because he thought he thinks he can do better than where he's currently at in New Japan, I think that was his whole point, where he was just like, I could do better than this. Oh no, Ada's hurt. Oh, neck strain. Okay. Sean Dean, not working. Sunday Girls, Akari and Reika, Psyche. Okay, yeah, we're moving right along. Fuck, should I just do this tomorrow? Should I like get all the way to Shining Stage and just do that shit tomorrow? Do like a special short stream? I kind of want to play Axis Football at some point too. Ren Narita's gotten a push. Yeah, Shota. Yeah, I know Shota Umino was challenging Ospreay. Yeah, the Young Lions are starting to get pushed now that Carl Fredericks ain't there. Brody King, Queen Maya leaving the business. God, that fucking reminds me of the fucking shit that Stardom's pulling. Because Queen Maya used to be one of those, like, I'm sure she's nice, but Queen Maya, when I first started watching Stardom, she was one of like she was one of their like token gaijins, and she was shit. She was fucking ass. Like, they brought in Dakota Kai, you know, when she was Eevee, and she was much better. And I think they brought in like Santana. Even Santana Garrett was like, and Chelsea Green were like better at the time. Queen Maya was anus. Along with fucking Alpha Female. And they brought her ass back. I don't know what her match looked like, but I can't imagine it's amazing. Because they have that new thing with like Alpha Female and Nanae Takahashi, I think, and then somebody else. Yeah, they did have Brandy and Scarlett Bordeaux. God. Fuck, they had that. Oh my God, that just reminded me of the fact that they had Mandy Leone. Mandy fucking Leone beat Io Shirai. I will never forget the fact that they had Mandy Leone beat Io Shirai. Oh my God. Rich Swann, Impact X Division title, new feud in WWE, Becky Lynch and Asuka. Tommy End is getting a divorce. A million simps cried with Jamie Hayter, with Jamie Hayter's pregnancy. A million simps cheer as Selena Vega is back on the market. AEW still bringing in people. Dragon Gate's still bringing in people. AEW is supposedly bringing in people. Are they? Excuse me? Jacob Fatu. Oh no, this is way back in November. Oh, okay. Jacob Fatu, Jordan Devlin. Where's No, I want 2022. I want new shit. This is all the way back in February. Royce Isaacs, Sami Callihan, Adrian Severe, Dominic Mysterio, Chad Gable, and looking to bring in new people. God forbid. We still have a whole fucking week to go. This is gonna be rough. Be better if I didn't have to work tomorrow. I should just call in. Enough people called in to work today. You hear that? You son of a bitch. I know you're fucking listening, you son of a bitch. You were so fucking eager to be there at 9 a.m. and then you didn't fucking show up. There were 7 of us today. The person who needs to hear that will be laughing. Chad Gable would be, yeah, Chad Gable would be my champ if I actually brought him in. Not Rosemary. Oh, did I see something with Rosemary? Rosemary lost a whole hell of a lot of steam in the last like year and a half, didn't she? The committee. Let's see here. James Storm's got a new feud in the NWA with Eddie Kingston. Oh, she got injured? Marty Jannetty leaving the business. Bandito going to... Oh, that's right. Bandito's signed with everybody. Max Stardom is evolving into a regular wrestler. Okay. Jake South. Oh, fucking Fulton. Okay, whatever. Mike Rollins is smashing. Okay. What is with all these people signing with them all of a sudden? Got into a lot of bad storylines. Yeah, I feel like they had some good shit, and then like once the really good storylines were done, and the bunny left, they just didn't really have much left to do. And now she's just sort of there, I think. She's not even like the star of Impact anymore. Minoru Tanaka to retire. New champions. Miz and Morrison are the WWE SmackDown Tag Champs. Braun Strowman's injured. Ice Ribbon's doing a show. I want to see how many people are coming to an Ice Ribbon event. I know it's not realistic. 827. Yeah, they're not doing 827. These like 200. These like little piddly 200 ones. That's kind of their average. Star of Impact, no one. That's a good point. Shoko with Oz. Nope, she just missed out. Damn. I'm hoping for people to like leave again. Curie sideline. Dragon Gate still, they're totally bringing people in. Mahabali Shira is a thing. Remember Mahabali Shira? Neither do I. I know he did the fucking Shira shake with his fingers, and then I think he was in like the heel thing, the heel group with like James Storm, and that was it. One of James Storm's like 5 heel groups that he was in the shit part of Impact. We need something fresh and new. Quick, put James Storm in a heel group. That's how we're gonna freshen it up. Dragon Lee, Tetsuya Naito, CMLL, Dan Severn's retiring. Ada Kabake, Shannon Bell, Maki Ito's no longer hurt. Akam, he's a powerhouse. All right. There we go. Oh yeah, we still have that shit going on. We still have the shows going on. Can I rant about something? Sure. Does it have to do with anything we're doing here? I have to wonder. Mance Warner, JT Lightning Invitational, Maria, the Sendai Girls Junior title, 01. Okay, not a whole lot of anything. Jesus Christ, this feels like it's taking forever. This is about James Storm. All right, let's see here. Raw. People and hypocrites about Saraya coming back when they weren't saying shit about Danielson, Sting, Edge, Christian coming back. Are there people doing that? Well, I don't know. This is TJ. Ooh, did she quit? No, she didn't quit. Fuck. I was hoping. Brawler Image known as more of a technician. Okay. AEW, A-Kid. Isn't he a British guy? Spanish. Colton Gunn. Colton Gunn is out of a job. I should bring in Colton Gunn. Is Austin Gunn available? Can I bring in the Gun Club? Oh, Austin Aries is a... What the fuck is that? What are you, Austin Aries? Jesus Christ almighty. Austin Gunn is still employed. Colton Gunn can get the fuck out. Joe was injury prone, so he didn't get a world title run. He's doing fine in AEW right now. Yeah. I think they just wanted an excuse for as to why they weren't using Joe for whatever reason. And people always kept pointing to like, well, remember the stair drop kick that he did? It had to have been that. The stair drop kick really fucked up his back. And then Joe was just like, no, the stair drop kick didn't fuck up my back. It hurt, but it really didn't fuck me up. They're like, oh, I don't know. I still think the stair drop kick fucked up his back. I can only bring in a single ass boy. I can only bring in one cheek. Where was I doing this? Where is it at? Itabashi Green Hall. Cheap, easy. Probably won't fill the place out. What are we doing? Ah! There it is. 221. We can't quite fill it up for a free show. Fuck you. It's all right. We're doing just over an hour anyway. It's not a big show. Whole point of it is we're doing like 5 matches and like 2 promos. Oh, they were bringing in some local talent. And by local talent, I mean former Ice Ribbon talent. Well, current Ice Ribbon talent, but in this, they're former. All right, let's go ahead and bring in Tam Nakano at home. And then... let's see. Mari's going to be retiring soon anyway, so we'll bring her in as well. And I think that was it for the people. Yeah, we were just going to have a couple people wrestle a match for us. That's good. What is Billy? The Crack. Daddy Crack. Three-way dance. What do we got here? A bunch of people that we didn't use in the last month, like Rin Katakura and Rina and Marika Kobashi, who's coming back into wrestling. I'm always weary about putting anyone who's quote unquote retired into retired status because they usually come back unless they physically can't. Unless they physically can't come back, then it's a little bit different. Rin Katakura, open match, decisive win. Then you get that, yeah. Then in that case, you get like Arisa Hoshiki, who just dropped off the face of the earth, unfortunately, which is sad and frightening. There we go. Tag match. We'll throw in Asahi and Nao Ishikawa. And then we've got Sainomura and Mari. Here we go. Boom. And that goes 12 minutes. We'll give Asahi the win. Open match, why not? Decisive win, there we go. There we go, 1v1. I'm really just trying to knock this fucker out. Unimizumori. Boom, boom. 14 minutes. We're so close to the Marika Kobashi porn arc. She hasn't even done like grave here yet, let alone porn. I don't know. I think she wants to be a legit model rather than a not legit model. I don't know. Maybe if she fails at it, but I think she's actually doing maybe all right. I don't know. I don't pay that much attention to her I don't pay that much attention to her Twitter. Just if her ass shows up on my timeline, then I'll hit like. All right, May beats Unimon. She's gonna pep talk her because hey, we're Choco Pro people, so it's only right that I give you the pep talk and get you excited and get you up there. And there you go. Make sure we have some matches with people who like matter in our actual fucking promotion. That's probably why we're not getting people. There we go. 12 minutes. Perfect. Speaking of nude pictures, Himawari Unagi. Nodoka Tenma. Oh, you know what? Himawari took the last. Unagi took the last loss, so Raku's gonna take this loss. But we'll make it an open match and decisive. They're still gonna lose, but sisters are gonna do what they can. And main event. Quick little match. Fuck me. You know what I forgot to do? Oh my God. I forgot. Oh no. I can't do it now. We're way too close. Ah, fuck. We're 2 days away from the show. I forgot what I was supposed to do on the way to this. God damn it. Well, we could still do what we were doing. That's fine. I don't care. We could still do what we're up with, but I'm upset because I fucked up and now I can't change that because we're too close to the show to get the people for the show because it's going to take more than 2 days to finalize their contracts. So, well, best I can hope for is maybe do like a talent loan. I don't even think I could do that anymore, right? I don't even think I could do that in this game now, right? Decisive win. There you go. That used to be a thing where they could trade a talent for X amount of dollars, and you can't do that anymore, and I'm sad about that. I'm an asshole. God damn it. I can't believe I fucked that up. I just kept clicking around because it's fucking late. All right. 72 minutes. We pretty much we got damn close to where we needed to be. It's about an hour long, 75 minutes tops. 90% matches. I'm at 90%. Let's go. All right. IdolPro live stage pop-up number 2. It's a free show. We filled it out. We actually did fill it out. All 250 people at Itabashi Green Hall. Thank God. If we couldn't fill out the building for a free show, God help us all. Even though it is kind of a throwaway show. Speaking of, three-way dance, Rin Katakura, Rina, and Marika Kobashi. Good wrestling, decent heat. Just under 12 and a half minutes, Marika Kobashi went first, and then Rina went, giving Rin Katakura the win here, as Rin and Rina did pretty well, and Marika not so much, which is pretty consistent with real life. And there we go. Yoshiko. Yoshiko honestly wouldn't even be that bad anymore because Yoshiko's kind of respected even now. Oh, okay, but she'll never live it down. Well, she'll never live it down to Western fans. If you're trying to sell tickets domestically, it's fine. People go to seedling shows. They're perfectly fine with Nene and Yoshiko. And in fact, Yoshiko got a huge following on TikTok. Let's see here. Yeah, Asahi and now Ishikawa against Sainomura and Mari Sakamoto. Wanted to see kind of how both of them did. Mari did amazingly well, actually. Now Ishikawa, not so much, and Sainomura. But I might want to bring in Now, honestly. I was watching some Ice Ribbon earlier, and I think she's my favorite. I don't know. Maybe it's because she's budget Tam Nakano. I don't know. I don't even like Tam Nakano all that insanely much either. But that's besides the point. Under 10.5 minutes, Asahi and now Ishikawa get the win. Asahi submitted Sainomura, and that is that. And May Saruga taking on a fellow Gato Move and Choco Pro person. Well, of course, former Gato Move and Choco Pro person, Yuna Mizumori. As they go just under 12 minutes, competitive match between the both of them. May Saruga gets Unamon up for a brainbuster, pins her, gets the win as she is ready to go for her Royal Spirit Championship match against Momo Watanabe. Yuna grabs the mic post-match, talks about the many matches and the time she spent with May Saruga, and tells her that if there's anyone in this company that can beat Momo, she believes it can be May, and she will do it in 2 days at Shining Stage Second Live, and gives her the best of luck, and says that she can do it. She can take down Momo Watanabe. Bakuretsu Sisters taking on Sleep Train Angels. Just under 10.5 minutes. Great wrestling. Good heat. Noda Katenma grabs Raku, hits the kill switch, and she carries them to a half-decent match. Jesus Christ, she really did just carry everybody through this. And Bakuretsu Sisters getting the win as they are prepared for Shining Stage. Main event for this show, Hikari Noa taking on Momoko Hanazono. Goes just under 10 minutes, just over 9.5 minutes, actually. Great heat and good wrestling as Hikari Noa carries Momoko Hanazono to a 49. Hits the Cobra Twist and gets the 3 count. And Noa still very upset about the fact that she's on this free pop-up show, but not on the Shining Stage event, not on the biggest stage of the year. She tells the crowd to buy tickets. She does put over the show, and she tells people to waste their money on Shining Stage because she's going to be there to make her mark. She's ready to shut down the show. She has no match. She's going to take it over one way or another. 66, by the way. She did a great job. She's really coming. Man, if I lose Hikari Noa to fucking Stardom, I'm going to be upset. Okay, so at this point, I have to find out if there's any way I can, man, I fucked up. I forgot to get my announcers for the show because I was actually going to make it a broadcasted show. Let's see if I can remember their names. He's unemployed. Fuck! I need him here. I need him here, though. Can I, talk to you into, moving over here? Fuck. Because I'm not going to be able to get him in 2 days. I can't get him on 2 days' notice. He isn't working anywhere. I want to get the English-speaking Noah guys, because they can speak Japanese. They can speak Japanese, and they can speak English. They're pretty decent. They come relatively cheap. I guess I'm probably going to have to... I don't even think I can pick someone cheap at this point. Fuck! All right. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to do any of this. That's fine. That's fine. I need them based specifically, though, in Kanto. Because they need to be in Tokyo, and I can hire them as a local talent. And I need them to be some sort of announcer. Not a negative influence, and I want to hire them. Just give me any broadcaster. Okay. So we have some people who are in and around Tokyo. Oh, the other guy. Fuck me. The other guy is there, though. That's the other dude that's in fucking Britain, though. I can't, or Wales or wherever. He's in Tokyo. I can hire him day of. I can't hire the other guy, though. Junji Shiono. He's got good announcing. What's his skill set at? 400. Stuart Fulton, I think, is fairly cheap. 290. Okay. Let's see here. Kagehiro Osano, 400 as well. Announcing and color, both very good. For 400, that's not bad at all. Aihara, what's she at? 64 announcing. She's 260. Okay, that might be good. Stuart Fulton could be a... Can he be a color guy? He can kind of be a color guy. I wonder if that would be good. Aihara and Stuart Fulton. And then if I, do the smart thing and actually hire the other guy, I can have them be the actual thing. So I think I could still do the broadcasting because they're all unemployed. So I should be able to hire them day of, I think. I might be mistaken in my ability to hire broadcasters day of. But I think I'll be okay. Scottish man somewhere in Wales. Is he? Let me see here. Is he Scottish? I thought he was like Irish or Welsh. I can't remember here. Let me see here. See, Welsh. See? Welsh. Wales. Fuck you. Other guy's Scottish. This guy's Welsh. Fuck yourself. Oh, you're not ramen. All right. Well, it still stands. Fuck. Dude, I'm already at 241. It's 12:19. God damn it. Am I going to do this? Am I really going to do this? I hate this. I wonder if I really should come back into this tomorrow. I could do, and then, hey, there you go. There's a reason for me to absolutely be here tomorrow and finish this off. And then, hey, I could play like Axis football afterwards. It could all work out. Ricky Starks is the NWA World Television Champion. Raku's got a broken toe. Oh, good. Yeah, right before my big show. Thankfully, I don't think she's either part of it or in a major part of it. Okay, well, before I do that, just to make sure everything's hunky-dory with that. Oh man, I'm really cutting this tight. God, I hope this works out properly. Here's how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna save it. All right, I'm gonna do this on the fly. How about that? I'm gonna do this on the fly just to see if I can do this. Let's go ahead and delete this because who cares about that? We're gonna copy this. Create a new test. All right, we're gonna go here. We're going to, what is that, tonight? We're gonna do broadcasting. We're gonna do YouTube Japan. Just do a new deal for events, 3 months, late night, 100% to company. Doesn't even matter because it's all free anyway. There you go. We'll get to the evening to make sure that I did things as I was supposed to. All right. Yup. There. Broadcast. Use it. Save. Yup. And there. Local workers. Hey, they're here. All right, one guy's here. Wait, where's the other guy? Is it because he's a broadcaster? Oh. No, she's color. Am I silly? Oh, it's probably because, it's because I have it set to female. No, just anybody. Oh, that's a lot of people. Oh, look, I could hire Balianaki to do this. Quick, let's get fucking Bollywood Akeem for this show. He's used to wrestling women. He can cheer on May Saruga backstage. She can jump into his arms like when he showed up in America. and made everyone lose their fucking mind. Okay, so we could do this. Perfect. I don't need to save. That's fine. We'll load this and we'll have this ready. Broadcasting. Negotiates. Events. All right, so 3 months. Late night. Let me make sure. We're doing America, Canada, Japan. Perfect. All right. 100% to company. Propose the deal. We're good. We're happy. We're awesome. Cool. Negotiate. Events. 3 months. Late night. 100%. I don't think that's going to mean anything because we're not making any money off of this, but I'm just going to make sure that the deals are good for us anyway. Here we go. Boom. All right. Why would you ever want a Welshman to do commentary for you? Because he does it for because they do it for Pro Wrestling Noah, and they're quite interesting at it. Who is it? Mark Pickering and Stuart Fulton. They do the English commentary for Pro Wrestling Noah. So when they have shows on Wrestle Universe, they are actually and they do a lot of promotional stuff for him too. It's kind of funny how much more they do for Noah than, like, you say Chris Brooks and Balianaki and whoever when they do English commentary for like DDT or Tokyo Joshi Pro. They seem to do a lot more for Noah. So that's why they're the Noah English. They're the English Noah guys. So that's why. And I'm not 100% sure if it's true, but I think if I look in here, it says they speak fluent Japanese and fluent English. Not 100% sure if that's true, but it's in the game. New Japan is the worst English commentary. Who is it? I know, like, Kevin Kelly usually does it, right? And Kevin Kelly's great. When it was Kevin Kelly and Don Callis, it was great. I think they've been using Chris Charlton for it, and Chris Charlton is extremely knowledgeable and seems very nice, but I've never thought of him as anything close to a good commentator, unfortunately. I mean, he's good for the knowledge and he's good there, but I've never been the biggest Chris Charlton at the announce desk fan. I like his knowledge and his translations, but outside of that, all right, no energy. Yeah, I don't know. I've gotten used to Kevin Kelly, so I like it, and Don Callis did bring a lot of energy to it. All right, so I guess I have committed myself to 2 nights of TEW because it is fucking late. And this will be a well over 3-hour thing, and I have to go to bed. So I guess I was planning on doing this, but at this point, when we were talking about stuff and I'm having to book like 7 different shows, it's going to be one of those things. Eventually, I'm going to have to like cut it into pieces. I think there's going to be a point where I'm going to have to like at some point start splitting like the month in half, and then I'll have to do like 2 streams to get through a month. I mean, it's coming. It's almost there. But we'll worry about that when we get there. For right now, at the very least, we'll have Shining Stage to do next show. Do I have, as we move into June, I guess I can at least do the changeover because we're not doing any other shows right now. Oh my God. I forget how to change like even the logo and shit. There's a way to do it. Oh my God. I never do it, so I don't think about it. TW episode 24, 3-minute vid. I forget what that was. Either way. Why am I completely blanking on how to get into the actual like meat and potatoes of the promotion? I think it's just because I never do it. Company info. Holy fucking shit. Is it here? It's here. I made a new logo. I somewhat changed the name. So that'll be a thing. We'll do the changeover, getting ready for our 2-year anniversary. So for the 2-year anniversary, I got some stuff changed up. I really like how the logo came out. This is actually, if I can bring out the logo, this is actually a font that I bought. I actually bought this font to use and then, you know, did some stuff with it. I really kind of like how it turned out. But yeah, it's a full-on alpha. Yeah, it's no longer a project, but I think it turned out pretty well. And yeah, I like it. What was the name of the font? I have it saved because I bought it. So Final Form, that's what it's called. Final Form. And it was actually made by the same guy who did like all the logos for the Axis football game, like the new Axis football game and all the new logos that they've done to try to kind of modernize it. I believe it's the same guy. He actually sold a font. There's another one that he has too, but that one I thought looked pretty cool. So I was like, you know what? I'll do that. I've got 800 other fonts, so it's not even a huge deal. But all right, I'm going to go to bed because I need to get up for work and I need to do all that jazz. And, but this at least tells me, you know what? I will have to be here. I'll have to be here, tomorrow to do this. So I guess, I'll have to make sure to make the time to get here and do that. And hell, you know what? It's probably not going to take me all that long. So that gives me a good excuse to start playing some football and start doing, some of the franchise stuff that I was looking at doing. Considering I spent all that goddamn time making an entire custom league, you bet I'm going to actually use it for something. So thank you guys for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate you guys being here. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm probably going to I'm going to upload it immediately. So that way, maybe sometime tomorrow in like the early afternoon, I can get to that point where people are like, wait a minute, where's the show? I'm going to do the show. So, hey, maybe it gets people to be like, hey, he's going to be here. So I got to convince myself, be here 2 days in a row. Don't just disappear for like 2 weeks again. Give me an excuse to be here. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for kind of just chit-chatting and having interesting conversation. This is the most in-depth Joshi wrestling conversation I think I've ever had. Mostly because I've never really had enough conversations like that with people who are like somewhat knowledgeable about it. Any other time I would mention it with anyone else is just like, oh yeah, you're Japanese wrestling. Hell, some of them called it their porn wrestling. I'm like, it's not porn wrestling. They're just Japanese women. Either way, thank you guys. I appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, I appreciate you watching as well. And I will see you guys next time.